A very warm welcome to our District 2024 Interact Conference and Awards ceremony. This evening promises to be exciting with lots of recognitions of our Interact clubs in our district. We are so very proud of them. We have a fascinating guest speaker who will share her inspiring journey in Interact. This session belongs to you, our cherished Interactors. So I indulge you to sit back and enjoy as I now declare our Interact conference open. Before we get into the swing of things though, a couple of brief notes. First of all your mics will be muted by the host, and this is just to reduce the background noises that can pop up from time to time and be distracting. What would also help us to recognize you even more is if you can maybe just revise your sign-in ID, so at least we know your school or even the country or the club from which you belong. That would help us to relate to you, intimately. We do have a brief Q&A session right after our guest speaker. So please type your questions in the chat, or it depends on time, just use your reaction button to raise your hand and we will acknowledge as much as we can. So as we get things moving along, I now invite Interactor Micah to the virtual podium, who would lead us off with an invocation. Micah?
You're muted.
Right. Am I still muted?
You're good.
Hi, I don't know what's going on.
You can go ahead with the invocation.
Okay. Good evening, fellow Interactor Rotary. I am Interactor Michael Mitchell from San Fernando Central Secondary. Let us reflect silently together, each of us according to our individual beliefs. Let us offer be a source of hope for those in need and contentment for those who are lonely. Let us give gratitude for our opportunity to serve. Let us continue to strive to make our world a better place, and may you all continue to bountifully be blessed. We now invite you to view our special flag ceremony. The essence of a flag ceremony is to honor one's flag and show love and respect for one's country. It is a way of showing patriotism and encouraging unity among people. See if you can find your own country's flags. Enjoy.
Apologies.
Good evening, fellow Interactors, Rotaractors, Rotarians, and friends of Rotary. I am Interactor Divya Silal Singh from the Interact Club of Parvati Girls Hindu College. The four-way test is one of Rotary's guiding principles, and by extension, always as well. Since it was developed in 1932 by Herbert J. Taylor, this test has remained relevant to all of us. The four-question asks are simple but profound. They are not based on culture or religion, but transcend generations and national borders. They are concerned with fairness, empathy, trust, and accountability, an ethical guide for all of us to use for our personal and professional relationships. A simple yet powerful guiding principle that can help us achieve and fulfill our Rotary Peace mission. Interactors, please join me in reciting our four-way test. Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you, everyone. I now invite my fellow interactor to the virtual podium to introduce our District Chair, DIC Soraya.
Good evening, fellow Interactors, Rotaractors, Rotarians, and friends of Rotary. I am Interactor Jalen Thomas, Interact Club of Ashley Boys College, San Fernando, and on behalf of the District Interact community, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our District Interact Chair, DIC Soraya. DIC Soraya is our District Governor nominee for the Rotary Year 2025 to 2026. DGN Soraya is passionate about Interact and its impact on the development of young leaders. She is keenly focused on the upskilling of youth in service and leadership, and by extension, shaping leaders for the future. Please help me welcome DIC and DGN Soraya to the virtual podium to deliver her welcome.
Thank you so much, Interactor Jalon. I am super, super excited to welcome you, our Interactors, Rotaractors, and fellow Rotarians to our 2024 District 7030 Interact Conference and Awards. This is a celebration for us as we are given yet another opportunity to showcase, interact, and celebrate our achievements. As you know by now, our conferences typically include a project showcase and an award ceremony, which is largely informed by the annual District Interact Citation Challenge. Through this year's citation, we introduced our theme and challenged our interactors to lead Interact with passion and purpose. Why? because passion equates to that energy that drives you to action, that energy that inspires and motivates you and others to achieve. Purpose, because outstanding leaders are very clear on their mission and objectives. Purpose will determine the degree of your impact. So outstanding leaders lead intentionally and understand their impact. We want to encourage you, our interactors, to always carry that passion for service and understand the purpose and power of Interact. So this evening, we share with you some of the fantastic projects undertaken by 10 of our clubs this year, driving home our theme of leading with passion and purpose. We are also extremely grateful to have with us District Governor Brian and our guest speaker, Rotary International Youth Advisory Co-Chair Sophie Anderson. So on behalf of the District Interact Committee, I say thank you to you, our Interact community, our 78 clubs, for this opportunity, and to all attendees here this evening. I now hand over to Interactor Melody from the Interact Club of St. Vincent Girls High School to introduce our very own and esteemed District Governor, Brian Glasgow. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. District Governor Brian Glasgow is a chartered financial accountant by profession and joined Rotary in 1988. A member of the Rotary Club of St. Vincent, DG Brian, as he is affectionately known, has served in several capacities at the club and district level and is an inspiration to many younger and more seasoned Rotarians alike. His easygoing personality is a testament of his favorite Bob Marley track, Don't Worry About a Thing. A true Caribbean national, DG Brian has lived in 7 of the district's 14 countries. Rotary has a special place in DG Brian's heart as it provides the opportunity to harness the power of our district's diversity. It is my pleasure to introduce to you this evening our District Governor, Brian Glasgow.
Thank you so much for that very warm introduction. District Interact Chair Soraya, past District Governor Elwin, Interactors, and other members of this wonderful Rotary family. And of course, our special guest, Sophie, who we all anxious to hear from later. So good evening to everyone. Welcome to this conference, this award ceremony. I'm really pleased to be with you as we gather to celebrate the extraordinary achievements of our young Rotary leaders across District 7030. Your dedication, your tireless efforts have illuminated the true spirit of Rotary. And this evening, we recognize your remarkable contributions and honor your successes. Your theme, Lead with Passion and Purpose. Diriger avec passion et objectif. This theme beautifully encapsulates the essence of what it means to be an interactor. Leadership is not about titles or positions. Leadership is inspired by a deep-seated passion and driven by a clear and noble purpose. Every project you have undertaken, every single hour you have volunteered, and every single life that you have touched stands as testament to this profound truth. And during the past few months, I've had the pleasure of visiting so many of your projects. They really inspire not only each other, but they inspire the entire communities that we live in. During the past year, you have demonstrated exceptional resilience and creativity, from community service projects that address local needs to initiatives that support global causes. Your peace polls. Your work has shown us that you, who are among the youngest members of our Rotary family, have the power to effect meaningful change. You have tackled issues ranging from environmental conservation. And again, I have been fortunate to visit so many of your beach cleanup projects and other environmental projects. You have tackled projects dealing with mental health awareness, which is remarkable. And in doing so, you have not only improved your communities, but you've also inspired those around you. You know, your dedication to service has not gone unnoticed. The District Interact Citation Challenge is a testament to your commitment to excellence and impact. Through your projects, you have exhibited the core values of Rotary: service above self, fellowship, diversity, integrity, and of course, leadership. This evening, we celebrate not only your accomplishments, but the spirit of collaboration and community that makes these achievements possible. So, to you, Interactors, I really wish I could reach out to every single one of you. You are the heartbeat of Rotary's future. Your energy, your enthusiasm, your innovative thinking, your embracing the use of technology are exactly what we need to address the pressing challenges of our time. You have shown that age is not a barrier to leadership, and your passion and your purpose are guiding lights for all of us, including us older Rotarians. Keep pushing boundaries, keep dreaming big, and continue to lead with the same fervor and integrity that you have shown this year. To DIC, District Interact Chair Soraya, other Rotarians and advisors, teacher advisors, who have mentored and supported our interactors, I extend my deepest gratitude. Your guidance and encouragement have been instrumental in their journey. Your dedication to nurturing the next generation of Rotary leaders ensures that the legacy of Rotary will continue to flourish. So as we move forward, Interactors, Rotarians, let us remember that our work is never done. The world is constantly evolving. And with it, the challenges that we face. But with your passion, your purpose as our driving forces, there is no obstacle too great to overcome. Let us continue to inspire and uplift each other, to strive for excellence, and to serve our communities with unwavering commitment. So in closing, congratulations in advance to all the award recipients. Rotary as well. You have defined what it means to lead with passion and purpose. So as you receive your awards today, know that you are not just being recognized for what you have done, but for who you are and the potential that you hold for the future. So thank you for your dedication, your hard work, and your unwavering commitment to service. I know it is examination season, and of course, examinations are your #1 priority. And I would like to wish all of you the best in your exams. Go out there and push to the best of your abilities. Together, we are building a better and brighter world. Thank you and congratulations.
We will now have the vote of thanks by Interactor Melody, which could just turn on her camera, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is always a pleasure to a trailblazer like District Governor Brian Alexander. I speak for all of us when I say that it has been a delight working under your guidance throughout the years. Your tenacity, calm in demeanor, and resolve to get things done is an inspiration to us all. That being said, on behalf of everyone here tonight, we would like to say thank you for taking the time out to speak with us. We will remember your words of wisdom as we enter into a new year of activities and community projects. We are grateful for all you do. I do apologize, Brian Glasgow. I am Francesca Difu from the Interact Club of San Fernando Central Secondary, and I must say that I am quite honored to introduce our guest speaker for this evening, Sophie Anderson. Now, Sophie Anderson is one of 3 young people from across the world representing Interact on the Rotary International Youth Advisory Council. Now, this is a group of Rotary Youth Program alumni and participants who suggest policy changes to the Rotary International Board of Directors and create innovative programming to improve the experience of young people in Rotary around the globe. Sophie is a past club president and district interact governor of her District Interact Council, and she has also spoken to thousands of Rotarians and youth program participants at events such as Zones 26 and 27 Institutes and the Rotary International Convention in Singapore. Now, please join me in extending a warm District 7030 welcome to Sophie Anderson, who will be speaking to us this evening on the topic, the elevation of youth voice through Interact District Councils. Thank you, Sophie. Over to you.
Hi, everyone. Share my screen. Hi, everyone. My name is Sophie, and I'm so excited to be speaking with you today to share my story and impact through Rotary. Whoops. Sorry, my computer turned off. Oh. Okay, there we go. So I'm now almost 20 years old, but my Interact journey started when I was still in elementary school, when my grandfather would bring me along to Rotary projects that his Rotary Club would put on. This is actually one of the earliest pictures I have of me participating in a service project, and I'm helping prepare dinner for a local lobster fest. And I really enjoy looking back at this picture because it was one of these events where I was introduced to Rotary for the first time, and I never imagined that I would have the opportunity to speak to you people, to hundreds of young people across the world, just like all of you today. So a few years after that first picture, I joined the Dana Hills Interact Club and really connected with the motto of service above self. I loved volunteering, and This event, where we would serve Thanksgiving dinner to senior citizens in my local community, was one of my absolute favorites. It was at events like these where I would see the same people year and year again, where I realized that impactful service comes from so much more than just going through the motions. It comes from having a service learning mindset. This is a mindset where we think about the service we're doing in the moment, listen to the people who we serve and those we serve alongside, and thoroughly reflect upon our experiences afterward to create more innovative opportunities in the future. In my mind, service learning is the philosophy and mindset we should embrace as volunteers and leaders to develop a much more nuanced understanding of the people we serve and lay the groundwork for truly impactful service. Continuing on in my journey, I learned during my second year of high school that Interact existed beyond my high school and that there were 50 clubs in our area connected by the District Interact Council. This is a group of interactors from across the district who coordinate inter-club collaboration, develop conferences for young leaders, and so much more. I was so excited to attend the first meeting to become a part of a larger community of young people dedicated to service. But I really quickly realized that the council was struggling. After the pandemic, the council had lost its sense of direction and only had a few members. So I was upset that this opportunity to connect young changemakers and expand our impact was not taken advantage of. And I knew that I could do something to change this. I stayed involved in the district, and in my last year of high school, I became the Interact Governor of District 5320, or the leader of the District Interact Council. When I entered the council, when I entered my term, the council's size and strength had largely not changed since I had learned of the district 2 years beforehand. This, in fact, was the entire District Interact Council, just me and the Assistant Interact Governor, Emma. But we had a fantastic team of Rotarians mentoring us who believed that we had the capability to grow the council into what we dreamed it could be, and who also put in hours and hours of their time to make sure that we would succeed. We worked tirelessly to transform the District Interact Council into what we imagined it could be, a platform to connect students dedicated to service for increased impact, a place for inter-club collaboration and mentorship, and an opportunity for young people to learn and lead on a larger scale. Most of my ideas were not original. I was heavily inspired by District 5170 in Northern California and reached out to their Interact governor at the time to get advice on how we could grow our program in 5320. As District 5170's Interact is the largest district Interact in the world, I knew that we would not immediately be able to grow to their scale. But I decided to analyze District 5170 and break down the core ideas of what made them successful. And eventually, together, Emma and I grew our council from 2 to about 7 members. We also planned interactive trainings where interactors wrote mock cold emails to local nonprofits asking to form partnerships, promoted collaboration between clubs that had been around for decades and clubs who had just formed a year ago, and wrote our first newsletter to highlight the incredible work that students were doing in our district. After years of inactivity, we managed to reinvigorate the district's Interact Council, and while not quite at the level of District 5170 in Northern California yet, it was already clear to us that we were starting to cultivate a spirit behind youth service. Even though I'm no longer a member of District 5320 Interact Council, I could not be more proud of what the council has accomplished today. The council now has over 20 members, the large majority of whom have no prior connection to Rotary. While I had almost 70 years of Rotarian blood, like my grandfather and other members of my family, these students are the first in their family to join the organization, and I think it speaks volumes about the joyful and inclusive culture the current District Interact governor has created. With more than 10 times the amount of team members we started with during Emma and I's term, the council is encouraging clubs to collaborate in their fundraising, which they plan to target towards an international service project. While Emma and I established the structure and sparked the growth, these incredible young people are taking advantage of this larger network and are proving that with collaboration, we as young people can tackle large challenges. Absolutely none of this would have been possible without the Rotarians who have mentored and guided us through every step of the way. I have truly never stood alone on my Rotary journey. And this is so important because youth voice comes not from young people working alone, but from working together across generations to amplify each other's voices and ideas. So I'm now a member of the Rotary International Youth Advisory Council as a member of Interact, and I'm just now ending my term. But for the past year, my job on this council has been to think about what I wish could have been different and to use these desires to inform policy changes, which are then sent to the RI Board of Directors. This has given me the opportunity to speak with thousands of Rotarians and hundreds of youth participation program participants just like you. And it makes me think back to who I was in this picture so long ago. When I was younger, and sometimes even now, I would spend a lot of time idolizing world leaders in science, humanitarian aid, politics, and sports, and wonder how I could ever become a person like that. If there's only one thing that I've learned from my journey as from a club participant to an international representative, it's that there is nothing fundamentally different between us and the people who we look up to. We are fully capable of creating the kind of impact that we dream of. It's so important that you realize this because now you will have the opportunity to lead at a larger scale. I've learned that your district is in the initial phases of setting up a District Interact Council, which is incredibly exciting. I would say start thinking now about how you could use this platform to take collective action and grow and learn from other interactors in your district. You are at the cusp of something very exciting that will mold the experience of young people and Interact in Rotary for years to come, and you get to be a part of the people who will create that mold. Platforms like the District Interact Council do not just happen by accident. They are a result of people who are not afraid to dream of a world that does not yet exist and who have the audacity to try and create it. I can tell you with 100% confidence that you have some of the best Rotarians in the world who are ready to support your dreams and efforts. Take advantage of this wonderful opportunity you have at collaboration and share your ideas. You are the young people who can strive to create more hope in the world now and in the future. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Sophie, you're an inspiration. Thanks very much for, enlightening us on, your journey, as well as providing an insight as to what could be and what's possible for our interactors. Very much appreciated. So let's seize the opportunity. Sophie is here with us. You heard quite a lot of what she said, what she shared. And I'm sure you, as District 70 interactors, I'm sure you got some questions for Sophie while she's here. So it's going to be centered around what she presented in terms of her journey, the District Interact Council, which is something to look forward to. So we got about 5 minutes, I think. So feel free, let's seize the opportunity. I know we have interactors within our group even tonight and within our district who can also, doing what Sophie is doing and even more, reaching even further. So please, we got a 5-minute segment for questions. So please, the floor is now open. You can raise your hand or type it into the chat. We are going to monitor, and Sophie is going to respond. and our committee members will assist with identifying if we have any questions. I'm sure we have some questions for Sophie. She went so quickly there that I hope you didn't miss what she said, but oh, we got we got a few hands. I'm not sure. Ramdan, we can start.
Hi, good night, Sophie. Shalon Ramdan here, interim president of the Barpoa Secondary School Interact Club. Just wanted to know what were some of the initiatives you took to grab students' attention at your school when you were interactor to get involved and to interact and be full members until they leave to go on to their further endeavors.
That's a really great question. One of the ways that we get a lot of students to, I mean, at least their initial interest is that we're able to offer food at our meetings. This is a really big draw for students. But I think another really big thing is that our club has a strong presence in culture on campus. People know that Interact is a place with a lot of really kind, happy and helpful students. And if you just say like, hey, come to a meeting. If you come to one, you don't have to come to any others, but just see if you like it. I think a lot of people find that it's a community that they want to be a part of.
Wonderful. We got Ariana.
Hi, Ms. Sophie, President of Saraswati Girls Interact Club. I wanted to know, how would you go on furthering your place in Interact after high school?
After high school, for me specifically, or for just in general, people who have been Interact participants?
What did you say?
Do you mean for any Interact participant, or for like?
Yeah, for any Interact participant.
That's a really great question. So there are so many different ways that you can do this. One is if you're interested at serving on the international level, the Youth Advisory Council is something that there are people chosen every single year to be on it. There is an application that is sent out generally in springtime, so around like February, I think is when it goes out. And if you're interested in serving on that council and sharing your experience and changing the experience of young people all across the globe, that is something I would recommend looking out to. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I can put my email in the chat. And then another way is if you don't want to serve at an international level, but you still want to continue your service journey, you can join a Rotaract club in your community, or even I think you can become a Rotarian at quite a young age now. So many, many different ways that you can stay connected. And even if you don't want to be an official member, you can just keep talking with the people, with the Rotarians who you're connected to. Some of my closest friendships are the Rotarians who I talk to at home, and they have been true mentors in guiding me on where I want to go in my journey. That's how I'd recommend to do it.
Okay, thank you, Sophie. Christina had a question. Christina, please. Christina Mendes.
Hi, nice to meet everyone. I am the president of the Interact Cup of Curacao. It's our first year actually, after trying to start it up for 5 years. But my question is, I already heard the one of involvement, but how do you feel like, what do you feel is the fundamental tip or base for a good board in the group?
Ooh, for an Interact club?
Yes.
That's a good question. I think that there are a few different things. One thing that made our Interact club super strong is that we had a lot of support from Rotarians. We had a Rotarian who would come to every single one of our meetings. And that was, I think sometimes Rotarians feel that they don't want to intrude on Interact club meetings. But I think it's important to open that dialogue and say like, hey, we would love you to come to this meeting, or we would love you to come to all the meetings, or we want to have just our own meetings. If you want support from Rotarians, make sure that you tell them that. It's important that they know. And then also just maybe general organizational stuff, having, we're going to meet this time every single month or every other week, having an agenda coming into a meeting so that everyone knows what they're going to talk about. So you're not sitting in the meeting going like, what is even going on? I think things like that can help meetings go smoother, and that leads to smoother projects and a better club experience.
Thank you. I wrote it down.
Yes, wonderful. Really nice responses, Sophie. I think it's really, really on point with what's being asked. I think we got time for maybe two more questions. We got one from Rosa and then one from Francesca. So Rosa, can you ask your question? Rosa? Oh, she says she can't speak, but she has typed her question in, so I'll transmit. She says, "Hi, Sophie, I'm Rosa, a member of the St. Vincent Girls High School Interact Club." And her question is, how does Rotary support international humanitarian efforts? And can you share any success stories from your club's involvement in such projects?
That's a really great question. I think the main way that Rotary supports humanitarian efforts internationally is through their 7 areas of focus. I can't list them all, but there's like environment, maternal health and well-being, infectious diseases, a ton more. And there are Rotary action groups or people who specifically want to act on those on a specific area of focus. So through those areas of focus is how Rotary it does their main international humanitarian effort. I would really recommend looking up what are Rotary's 7 areas of focus, reading up on them. If there's one that calls to you particularly, try seeing what other clubs have done in those projects. Try looking into the Rotary action group that works on that and see maybe you can get involved in that. My club in high school was not super involved with the areas of focus or international efforts. And that's one thing that I think our club probably could have done a bit better, is that I didn't know about the areas of focus until maybe about a year ago. And if I had known about them, I think my experience in Interact would have been a lot different.
Wonderful. So we're going to take one more question from Francesca before we move on. Francesca, go ahead.
Hi, Sophie. Just wanted to say that I'm very thankful for your presentation today. It was very enlightening. My question was, how were you able to balance school life while achieving so much in Interact?
That is very, very important. I think that, so during my senior year or my last year of high school is when I was the lead of the District Interact Council. And that was the same time that I was applying to university and doing all of my major exams. And I think that I didn't do that great of balancing it. I think I let my mental health suffer in ways that I shouldn't have. I should have spoken up and told the Rotarians in my life that the work was becoming too much, especially since we had such a small council. I ended up doing jobs that as the District Interact governor, I shouldn't have been doing. I was the social media manager. I was leading events for other areas. I was doing a lot of work that I was not really my job, but I felt that I had to take on. So as for how I balanced it, I don't really know. I think that things became a lot easier when I started maybe delegating a little bit more. When our team got to maybe 7 members, I could tell other people my vision, and they could tell me their vision, and we could work together so that they could do the work. I think that made things a lot easier. And then if I could go back and do my whole District Interact governorship again, I don't think that I would have overworked myself that much, because in the long run, it wasn't good for me, and it wasn't beneficial for some of the things that we were trying to accomplish as well.
Wonderful. I know, Sophie, as you go on, I'm sure more and more questions going to keep coming up, but unfortunately, we press for time. So let's close the segment. But on behalf of District 7030, Sophie, our heartfelt thanks for gracing us with your presence this evening and sharing not only your personal journey, but I think there was a lot of insightful information as to, where interactors can go. It's looking beyond just their immediate club. So really appreciate the time that you've spent with us this evening. And rest assured, once you're connected to District 7030, you're going to be connected for life. So we will gladly, look forward to another opportunity when you can have, you with us once more. So thanks a
Yes.
lot. Much appreciate.
Thank you. I put my email in the chat if anyone has any further questions they'd like to ask. And thank you for this platform to share.
Okay, thank you. All right. So as we move on, let's invite Rotarian Janelle to the podium, and she's going to take us through a segment of club presentations. Rotarian Janelle.
Thank you so much, Abraham. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're having a good evening so far, and I hope your day went well today. We've come to one of my favorite portions of conferences in general, which is to hear all about projects, okay? So today, we're going to hear some presentations from some clubs who've been doing some outstanding work in the district, and they will share with us what they did, the impact that project had, and how you perhaps can even get some inspiration for your own projects. So we'll start off with the segment that deals with projects focused on the environment. Now, the environment is one of Rotary International's 7 areas of focus. In fact, it's the most recently included area of focus. And this year, our 2023 environmental project winner is going to share with us, and that would be the Holy Faith Convent Pinal, the Interact Club there. Those members have submitted a video presentation, and we're going to learn all about their project termed Green Spaces, Happy Spaces. Let's hear about it.
Hello, District 7030. Welcome to History in the Making here at the Interact Club of Holy Faith Convent, Pinal. It all started with a vision, an idea to transform a vacant plot of land into a garden space where students can enjoy nature's beauty. An area where we can raise awareness about sustainable gardening practices. From bottles to bird feeders, wood pallets to benches, and by hard work and dedication to success. A place we can call ours. We present to you our Green Spaces and Happy Places project.
Now let's talk about the impacts made by our Green Space Happy Places project. Firstly, our rock garden was constructed and decorated with rocks, which would be hand-painted with motivational words to give encouragement to the students and persons nearby. Next, our seatings. Wooden pallets were donated to our club, which we then repurposed to create a table, 2 benches, and a stage platform. We also used old tires and the excess wood to create additional seatings. We created a vegetable garden where we now grow pak choy, bell peppers, celery, chive, etc. Our produce goes back to our school and community. Additionally, our irrigation system, made from recycled materials, also promotes water conservation. Lastly, I would like to touch on our bird feeders, also made from recycled materials, which provide our nearby wildlife with food.
Embarking on our Green Spaces Happy Places journey allowed our club to achieve many community service goals. All vegetables and crops were grown in a safe and hygienic manner, and upon harvest were donated back to our school and community and to those who needed it. Ultimately, this project created a platform for cooperation and productivity among interactors, students, and members of our community alike, allowing us to gain a deeper appreciation for nature, agriculture, and environmental sustainability.
hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Very, very interesting project. And congrats to the interactors of the club there, Holy Faith Convent, Pinal. We'll now hear from interactors Brian and Christopher from the Interact Club at the Naparima College, and they're going to share with us a very interesting presentation on their hydroponics project. Let's welcome interactors Brian and Christopher.
All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity and for the introduction. So we have two clubs in Naparima College under Interact. One and Christopher is the president of the other. So over the clubs has grown and thrived exponentially, becoming a project that supports our educating them sustainable farming practices, providing healthy and nutritious use, and promoting diversity and inclusion in our community. In 2022, the club conceptualized the idea of installing hydroponics units in the school, and over time, the project continued to grow. Throughout the project, we received crucial support from the Rotary Club of San Fernando South, enabling us to promote our project and expand our horizons by applying for the Digicel and Shell grants. Around the start of the 2023 academic year, we received this grant, providing us with $100,000, which was put into making our hydroponic systems and our science labs solar powered. Now, without a doubt, this project focuses on Rotary's 7th area of focus, protecting the environment. The many facets we have developed are able to harness solar energy to promote sustainable farming efforts throughout our initiative. Our solar panel systems provide all the electricity required to power solarponic systems, which in turn gives us beautiful, fresh, and 100% sustainably grown produce. In addition, these solarponic systems produce a large quantity of healthy crops like cucumbers.
Now, the project has grown exponentially and expanded as we completed each cycle of development. Phase 1 entailed our initial acquisition of the first tower, which expanded to 3 units in Phase 2. At Phase 3, we invested in our solarponics, which produced a healthy tomato crop. At Stage 4, we received 7 new towers thanks to the Digicel and Shell grants, and these were installed immediately by our diligent team. Finally, at our current phase, Stage 5, we have full automation of the hydroponic system and the upcoming NAPS market. As we've expanded though, the Naparima College Interact Club has sought to share our success in hydroponics within the community. We started this journey with the donation and installation of a hydroponics unit at the National Center for Persons with Disabilities, as well as a subsequent installation at the J.C. McDonald Home for the Aged. In addition, we've helped teach schools in our community how to utilize and maintain these units to spread our vision of encouraging sustainable farming, ensuring healthy nutrition, and protecting the environment, promoting diversity and inclusion in our community. Thank you to Rotary for presenting us with the opportunity to showcase our project, and we look forward to expansion of the hydroponic system in the present and the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, interactors Brian and Christopher. You young men have done a fantastic job, and we're happy for that. We'll now hear from the interactors from the Interact Club of Brick by Brick, who will present on their wall mural. We welcome interactor Joanne.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Can everyone hear me? I think I'm unmuted. Yes. Right. So I am Joanne Locher from Interact Club of Brick by Brick, an Interact Club in Suriname, that's a country in South America. Interact Club of Brick by Brick exists for 2 years now. I've been there since the beginning, and I've also been environmental director since the beginning, and this will be my 3rd year as environmental director. So in Rotary Year 2023 to 2024, we did the Climate in Color project. Today, I will be telling you a bit about how we funded it and about the project itself. So Interact Club of Brick by Brick funded this project with a micro grant we applied for from the organization I Am Movement in cooperation with the United Nations Democracy Fund. The purpose of I Am Movement was to improve climate democracy in the countries of Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, and Suriname. They gave 4 microgrants of $1,000 each to 4 different non-governmental organizations in the countries I just named for climate or environmental related projects. The Environmental Committee chose 3 different schools to create a mural. We chose Nasibrauer College and Ferriofir, both being high schools, and Nasibrauer School, an elementary school. The goal of the murals was to create and enhance love and respect for nature and our environment with art. Here you have a picture of a cancan tree in the tropical rainforest of Suriname. And we believe that students should be able to express their love for nature through art, and that's why we did this project. On the 9th of October 2023, we revealed the first mural at Nasibrauer College. It shows Mother Nature embracing the earth. Fellows of the club and students of Nasibrauer College helped paint the mural. The artist who painted all 3 murals was Latoya de Gama. On the 20th of November, we revealed the second mural located at Nasibrauer School. It shows the lungs of the earth, which are surrounded by animals, forests, and children. In English, the text says, "In the tropical rainforest, different animals live. The tropical rainforest is an important oxygen provider." Students at Nasibrauer School helped paint the mural during their art lessons. And on the 15th of December, we revealed the 3rd and final mural located at Ferriofir. Unfortunately, no students or fellows were able to help paint this mural. And in this mural, you can see our earth in good hands with 3 different natural habitats with animals. That was the presentation. Thank you for listening, and I want to thank the District Interact Committee for choosing this environmental project to share with all of you.
I'd like to introduce a member of our District Interact Committee, Yvonne, who will take us through projects focused on international service. Welcome, Yvonne.
Thank you, Janelle. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. And we will continue with our impact projects. When you join Interact, you become a part of something bigger. You connect with members worldwide. Interact has a global reach. Through this network, you can share ideas with an international group of leaders. That's why we have international understanding. International understanding helps us plan at least one major activity each year. The Interact Club of St. Joseph's Convent admitted a video about their international understanding project. They had a French language exchange. As you know, we have Dutch, English, and French-speaking Interact clubs in our district. Let's watch the video.
Hi,
taking you through how we went about executing our international project, which focused on a language exchange with the French students in Martinique.
Encouraging the learning of a foreign language. For us, that would be the French, and for the students of Martinique, English. To start off our project, we here at the St. Joseph Convent in St. Lucia organized a book drive within our school amongst our students, where we encouraged them to donate books of age levels from preschool through grade 6. With these books, which our students did give out in plentiful amounts, we went through them and we sorted them out in the different age levels, and we packaged them nicely, which we then transported on our trip to Martinique.
After this, we left St. Lucia on the 4th of February, and the following day we visited our sister school, the St. Joseph of Cluny in Martinique, where we engaged in a reading activity with the French students, as well as presented these books to them. The entire school body, with the teachers in particular, were rather elated, as this was the first time that such an activity had been held at their school.
Animals from the zoo are going for a ride. The bus goes vroom, vroom, vroom.
What a great video. Thank you, Deej Philip, Saida John, and Harmony Momorello for sharing this video with us. Not only a language can be exchanged, and this is what we will see in our next video. Our next video is submitted by Interact Club of Triple T, as we call them in Suriname. It is Interact Club Through Thick and Thin. It is a Triple T club. These interactors had a cultural exchange project. Cultural exchange is crucial for creating a more intercontinental understanding and peaceful world. It enriches individual lives, strengthens international relationships, and promotes global development. Let's watch the video of Interact Club Through Thick and Thin.
Greetings everyone, I am Imani Fernandez and I'm the Co-Director of International Services at Interact Club Triple T. I will tell you a bit about what this role entails, but first I will explain a little about the other avenues. First, we have club service. This focuses on strengthening fellowships and building a strong club community, which ensures that the club is a welcoming environment. For example, bonding games, icebreakers, and also fun trips with the club. Next, we have community service, which is about giving back to our local community. Here we identify different needs and create projects to fulfill those needs. For example, local cleanup efforts or helping out at community centers. We also have professional development. This focuses on activities that help the personal and professional development of young people. We can achieve this by hosting workshops on leadership skills or career guidance, etc. Up next, we have fundraising, which is where we raise money to support our club's projects. We can do that by organizing bake sales and car washes, etc. And finally, we have international services. This is where my role comes in. It involves connecting with other Interact clubs and people worldwide. This way, we can expand our horizons as a club and learn more about different cultures and ideas. This year, we had a cooking fever with Interact Club Aruba, where they made our national dish and we made theirs. I communicated with them through social media, and within a few days, both of our videos were posted on our club's pages on Instagram. We got to make banbati, which is an Aruban cuisine, and we also enjoyed making it as well as eating it. We got to experience new flavors and culture and had fun while doing so. The Interact Club of Aruba got to make bruine bona, which is a Surinamese dish, and we received a lot of positive feedback from them as well. This was a very fun way of getting to know each other's cultures, and we are definitely looking forward to more international projects. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Interact Club Through Thick and Thin, for sharing this nice video with us. As we move along, I want to invite Meili, also a member of the District Interact Committee, to introduce the impact Interactors make in community service. Meili. Let's see where. Then we go to the next video.
Our next presentation, if you don't have an introduction, would be from St. Vincent Girls High School for Bottled Up. So whoever is presenting for that, if you just make yourself known.
Let's see.
Good night.
Good night.
What is your name?
Good night. My name is Serenique Mitchell, the president of the Interact Club of St. Vincent Girls High School, and I will be doing the presentation tonight.
Okay, that's great. So we will have another video. Now we have a
She
presentation.
has a presentation. I just need if you can turn on your video, and you can start sharing your screen whenever you're ready. Serenique, are you there?
I am having some issues turning on my video. It's not allowing me to do that at the moment.
Okay, well, you can go ahead and share your PowerPoint presentation and just speak. Are you having trouble with that as well? We'd like to share the PowerPoint for you. Okay.
My apologies. Yes, it would be better if you share the presentation for me. Okay, good night, everyone. So the Interact Club of the St. Vincent Girls High School was launched in November 2023, comprising of 34 members from 3rd, 4th, and 5th form. From its inception, the members of the club wanted to make their mark in their school, community, and island, and ran several activities with the guidance of the Rotary Club of St. Vincent. Activities such as the polio outreach, feminine product drive, and bottle up initiative was overseen by a 6-member executive and 2 teachers at the school. From the very beginning, the members of the club decided that they wanted to serve their community with 2 major projects, one being an environmental project. Such a project should not only motivate persons to take better care of the environment, but should reveal alternative ways that could lead to national and economic development. What a better way to do this than by beginning in our own backyard at our school. In one afternoon of rigorous planning, the Bottled Up initiative was born. It took on 3 distinct stages. Firstly, a month-long campaign was run to encourage the students of our school to collect plastic bottles. Such plastic bottles were thrown in a decorated bin which was placed in the front of the school. Our motto was breathing life into waste. During the month, we educated our student population on the importance of recycling and encouraged the proper disposal of the bottles into the bin provided. This was done through our PRO and media team who relentlessly broadcasted the campaign every week. Secondly, we wanted to further motivate persons to get involved. So, a class competition was launched during the last week of the month-long collection. Classes were asked to compete against each other to gather the most bottles while following the rules given. Prizes were given to the top 3 classes who collected the most bottles. Boy, did our school give it their all during this competition. Lastly, we got together as a club and sorted the bottles into colors and took the caps off each bottle. This was a long day, and at the end of it all, we determined that we had collected 19,208 bottles during our month-long initiative. The bottles were submitted to an All Recycling Incorporation, a company that recycles plastic bottles and gives a contribution of $15 a bag to persons who submit bottles. We decided that we would run this campaign throughout our school year and use the money collected to fund other community projects. After carrying through this project, we obtained $900 from the fees. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Rotary International President Gordon McInally encourages Rotary members to prioritize mental health. Developing a culture of care within Rotary and in the world at large will benefit not only the communities we live in and work with, but also our members as they take part in addressing mental health. It is indeed encouraging to have our interactors take up this challenge by raising the stigma associated with caring about emotional well-being, raising awareness about mental health needs, and working to improve access to mental health service. Tonight, we have 2 clubs presenting their mental health projects. First, we will hear from the Interact Club of Aruba, which did a project on handwritten cards to the sick at the hospital. And next, we will hear from the Interact Club of Queens College, Guyana, on their project, Mind Matters. I now introduce the Interact Club of Aruba.
Yes, hello. Can you see me? Is this good? Okay. So we are from the Interact group of Schakel College of Aruba, and my name is Sarah Ange van der Vaart. Okay, wait, is it ready? Yes, sorry. So as I said, we are from the Interact Club of Aruba of Schakel College. My name is Sarah Ange van der Vaart, and I was the president this year. And since the last board turnover, now the new president will take it on.
Hi, everyone. My name is Alicia, and I'm the current president of our club. So what we'll be talking about today are a couple of aspects. We're going to start by talking about our club, and then we're going to move on to our team, and then the car project we were asked to speak about, and then our goal as a club. So to start off, we have a little piece about us. So the Interact Club of Schakel College Aruba is a passionate group of students committed to community. We engage in diverse projects from beach cleanups to fundraising for local causes, all aimed at making a positive impact. Founded in 2016, the Interact Club of Schakel College Aruba was the first on the island. Since then, we've made a significant impact through our community service and leadership initiatives.
Yes, now I will be talking about our team with 8 enthusiastic board members and approximately 40 general members. Our team at Schakel College Aruba represents a diverse range of students, all ages between 12 and 18. We unite in our commitment to community service, striving to make a positive impact on our island, Aruba.
So I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit about our card project that we had for our last Valentine's Day committee. So our committee launched a special project. Moving away from our typical school-centered Valentine's Day, we wanted to spread positivity outside of our school walls, so into the community. After brainstorming, we settled on making and giving out Valentine's Day cards as an effective and an affordable idea. With dedication and teamwork, our club members poured their hearts into crafting over 700 positive cards. This not only brought smiles to those who received them, but also strengthened our team bonds while writing and creating these cards. We had heartwarming experiences distributing these cards, both to patients in the hospitals and to random strangers, which Sahanj will tell you about now.
So for this project, we visited the hospital and local supermarkets. First, I will talk about our hospital visit. During our hospital visit, a small group from our club, including me and Alicia, personally handed out cards to approximately 60 patients. For those who couldn't meet in person, we left behind cards to be delivered by their nurses later on. We also handed out cards to the nurses for their wonderful work. Engaging in heartwarming conversations, we shared smiles and meaningful conversations and moments with the patients. This experience was truly eye-opening for all of us, and the appreciation we received was really rewarding, not only from the patients, but also their families who were there to support them. We extended our reach beyond the hospital by distributing positivity cards to random strangers. From supermarkets to sidewalks, we shared these unexpected gestures of love with anyone we encountered, with little messages on each card, with encouragement and reminders that they are loved. It was a beautiful way to spread unexpected love and brighten up people's day. This project might be one of the most simple ones they did this year, but ultimately it was the one which had the most impact on people.
Yes. And throughout all the years and all of our different interactors and presidents, the one thing we've all had in common is our goal as a club. Our goal as a club is to sustain the momentum of excitement and commitment that drives us. And we aim to continue making a difference in our community through our service projects, fostering a culture of compassion, positivity, and meaningful impact. Together, we strive to inspire others and create a brighter, more connected world.
Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to talk about our project today.
And thank you so much, Interact Club of Aruba, for sharing that very wonderful project Now we will hear from the Interact Club of Queen's College, Guyana, and their project Mind Matters.
Hi, you're seeing, right? Okay. So good evening, everyone. My name is Emily Shaw, and I'm the president of the Interact Club of Queen's College for the academic year 2023-2024. Tonight, I'll briefly be telling you about one of the many projects we undertook this year, and it was focused on mental health awareness in children and teens. So as you can see from the slide, Project Mind Matters was focused on mental health and clearing the stigma surrounding what has historically been a quasi-taboo topic. So we were focused mainly, as I said before, on raising awareness for mental health and the importance of it in teenagers and children, which we know is an international focus area. So Project Mind Matters was actually a collaborative effort between our club and the Rotary Club of Georgetown Central. Hence, you saw the Rotary logo earlier. The first phase of this project, because it was executed in 2 phases, was done at Queen's College, which is our school. And the second phase was done at Joshua's House, which is an orphanage right here in Georgetown. So you might be wondering why we decided to come to Queen's College, which was our own school. Well, I'll just say we went to high school because we know that it was coming down to exam time, and we wanted to just, make sure the students were aware of how important their mental health was, because academics are important, but so too is your mental health. And we came to Queen's College in particular because as students, we personally know the pressure that you can feel when you're trying to live up to the expectation of the name Queen's College. Our presentation took a more creative route by incorporating a skit and a poem, while still focusing on the main topic with the help of a guest speaker who specializes in mental health in the mental health sector. Now, this was a very brief presentation, so just to wrap it up, I'd like to take a trip down memory lane and just tell you a bit about how this project even became a possibility. Just a short year ago, there was no sort of significant communication between our club and the Rotary Club of Georgetown Central. However, I couldn't be more happy to say that this is something of the past. Now I can confidently say that our club, the Interact Club of Queen's College, is looking forward to more collaboration between our clubs in the coming year. So I'd like to just say thank you to them, because I know there are some members here in attendance tonight. So I'd just like to say thank you, and we're looking forward to it once again. I'd also like to say thank you for the District Interact Committee, for making this presentation possible and for giving our club the opportunity to, put this on showcase. So with that, my name is Emily Shaw, and I'm the president of Queen's College. Thank you for your attention, and thank you for listening.
Thank you to both clubs for their interesting presentations and very impactful. And we congratulate you on this effort. Now I pass you over to Dr. Nisha Harry, another member of the District Interact Committee, who will introduce the Peace Projects.
Thank you, Pipi. Dina, it is my honor to present the Interact at Work Peace Awareness Projects. In fact, Rotary creates environments where peace can happen. Peace is a cornerstone of Rotary's mission. When people work to create peace in their communities, that change promulgates a global impact. Service projects and other innovative initiatives allow members to take action to address the underlying causes of conflict, poverty, discrimination, prejudice, tension, lack of access to education, and inequitable distribution of resources. The District Interact Citation includes peace building as a focus, and Interact clubs are encouraged to become peace builder clubs through creative strategies. This can create greater cohesion, inclusivity, and understanding, thereby expanding the scope of what peace building means and finding a multiplicity of ways to be involved. This evening, we are so elated to give the spotlight on some of our Interact clubs that promoted peace in ingenious ways that can only plummet peace in the world. Let me now introduce Layol Interact Club and their video presentation on peace entitled Nature Outing with Dogs, Orphaned Dogs.
With us, members of Interact Layol, a club of around 30 students of the high school La Jetée in François Martinique.
Hello.
2 years ago, our club was born thanks to the support of the Rotary Club of François, and since we are dedicated to making a positive impact in our community. But let's see, if I tell you dogs, community, love, peace, it's probably not too clear for you.
Hi, I'm Lali, the President 2023-2024 of the Interact Layol. Let me explain to you in few words and photos how we made dogs as a service project.
Why did we choose this cause? Because every day, countless animals are abandoned and left to fend for themselves. As a dog owner myself, this cause is very dear to my heart, and the same goes for the members of our club.
You must know, as teenagers, we are often bombarded with negativity and chaos in the world. Social media, school pressure, and personal struggles can be overwhelming at times. However, there are a few things that have a special place in our hearts and bring us some sense of unconditional love. And dogs have also that magical ability to bring people together and create a sense of community.
They can also play a crucial role in our mental health by providing emotional support. Many teenagers struggle with mental health issues such as depression and anxiety, and having a dog as a companion can make a significant difference. They are intuitive creatures and can sense when we are feeling low or anxious. They provide comfort and a sense of security. Dogs' life can sometimes be difficult. They suffer because of us, their best friend. That's why the animal cause is close to our hearts, and we wanted to contribute to an action that helps abandoned or mistreated animals. So, we joined forces with the Rotary Club of Lamentin and invite the Interact Joanna Caira Club to join us for that service project, a peace action with the Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, the RSPCA.
The dog shelter rescue pets in need of adoption today, and while waiting for owners and love, they are usually taking the animals out for walks, playing with them, and providing them with socialization. We did this over 3 days, 1 day each month.
It was a great experience to spend time with this animal, to see them happy and playful. It gave us a sense of joy and purpose to be able to make a difference in daily life, but also in house.
Our action may seem small, but we believe that every little effort counts. We hope that through our SPA action, we were able to raise awareness about the plight of abandoned animals and inspire others to take action.
Let's continue to spread peace and kindness, not just to our fellow humans, but to our furry friends as well. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much, just amazing. And let me now introduce the Interact Club of Saraswati Girls Hindu College and their presentation entitled Peace True Stories, which will be presented by Angelica David.
Good night, everyone. My name is Angelica David. I am a representative of the Interact Club at Saraswati Girls Hindu College, and I am here today to do a presentation on promoting peace through stories. Next slide, please. The aim of this project is based on the vulnerability of youths to all forms of violence in this age of globalization. In the age of technological advancement, we are subjected to multiple information, having both a negative and positive impact on young people. Next. We recognize the school has an important role in the overall development of youths with the objective of producing a well-rounded and productive citizen of the country. This can be seen through the respect we have for each other and promoting peace in all forms, which includes the environment. Next. We have done some collaborations with the primary schools as seen in the slide. Next. These are some of the stories that we have shared to primary school youths. Yes, I Can, Trash Hero, The Peace Rose, etc. Next. These are some of the stories that have been shared at the secondary school level. I am enough, the name jar, and I have the right. Next. The use of stories, as shown in the previous slides, will act as a tool to help in the development of youths, socially as well as emotionally, and so to help promote a more peaceful society. This project enables our youth to analyze conflict situations and use strategies to address these, such as to understand peace-building techniques and build social, emotional character development and 21st century skills, of which peace-building is paramount. Next. In future, we hope to continue with this project, and by doing so, we hope to influence policies at the school and community level, and over time, promote peace strategies nationally through our stories. This brings us to the end of our presentation. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you very much, both amazing projects. At this point, I'm not sure if we have time for a video.
Thank you, everyone. This has been such an inspiring project showcase. I am in awe. 10 clubs, 10 highly impactful projects. Thank you so very much for all that you do. We are so proud of all of you here this evening. We are now at the award segment where we celebrate and recognize you and all of your hard work during this Rotary Year. As we have indicated, our awards are derived from club citation submissions. And so the majority of our featured clubs here this evening would be those who have participated in the citation challenges. The citation and award recognitions that we focus on this evening will be the Zone 34 Interact Award, our very own District 7030 citation, and we will also be acknowledging our Polio Plus supporters. Please join us in congratulating all of our awardees as we move through this segment of the program. I now hand over to Pipi Nisha, who will begin with the Polio Plus Awards. Thank you.
Nisha, are you there?
Yeah, yeah. So let me now introduce everyone to the Polio Plus Award. That the recognition, and I want to give you, before we call on those that got the award, a succinct glimpse into this award. But before, in 1985, really and truly, Rotary International launched Polio Plus to immunize every child in the world against polio. As the first organization to envision a polio-free world, Rotary is more committed than ever to ending the threat of polio for every child everywhere. Donations to the Polio Plus Fund help Rotary International and our partners deliver vaccines and essential health services to critical areas in order to protect children from disease. We are very close to the complete eradication of polio, and with continued funding and support, our world can finally be free. As Interact and members of the Rotary family, we are in this fight as well. And so this year, all Interact clubs really, were encouraged to get involved, to mobilize members and let the entire Interact community come together to contribute to polio. The fight to end polio matters, and with your help, we can end polio for good. Fundraising for Polio Plus call to action for all Interact clubs to include Polio Plus awareness campaigns in their work plans this year and actively fundraise to contribute a minimum of $25 per club by the 15th of June 2023. Interact clubs that are able to cumulatively contribute $100 or more to the Polio Plus Fund on or before the 15th of June 2023 were eligible to apply for membership to the District 7030 Polio Plus Society as a special recognition of their level of contribution towards the eradication of polio. So 18 clubs really were a part of this, and we now present the Polio Awards.
Unmute.
The district, as we saw, Interact Citation includes this as a focus. And in honor of Interact's 60th anniversary, we launched the Interact Polio Plus Pledge Initiative, and we encourage other clubs to become members of our district's Polio Plus Society. And so we were happy, as you saw, to announce that we have 8 clubs continuing as society members: the Interact Club of Christ the King High School, St. Joseph Academy, St. Benedict's College, Presentation College, San Fernando, St. Joseph's Convent, San Fernando, Naparima Girls High School, Asda Girls College, Guadalupe. And this evening, of course, the spotlight was on the Interact Club contributors. And of course, we are elated, as we just saw, the 18 clubs that have participated in this year's Citation Challenge. And collectively, they contributed over $2,000 to the Polio Plus. I would now like to introduce you to Pipi Dina Bini, another Interact committee member, to introduce the Zone 34 Award. Thanks.
Thank you, Nisha. It is my pleasure to introduce the Zone 34 Awards. Interact helps Rotary achieve its vision its vision statement, which states, "Together we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities and in ourselves." The clubs achieving awards tonight would have gained 10 points each for meeting twice a week for a meeting or project, would have undertaken at least one project in their community or their school, doing joint project or fundraiser with their sponsoring Rotary Club, doing an international project which included fundraising for Rotary Foundation and the growth of the club. Each club would have gained 5 points for the following: actively promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion, projects involving nearly all members, a campaign to join the Interact Club in their school, collaborating, corresponding, or exchanging ideas with one or more other Interact clubs, and 2 members of their club attending a meeting of their sponsoring Rotary Club. So in all, they were vying for 75 points. I'm happy to announce tonight that 30 clubs in our district were successful in achieving this award. Congratulations to all. And now we will showcase these 30 clubs. Congratulations again to the awardees. I now invite District Interact Committee member Nada Ramkisoon to introduce the District Interact Awards.
Thank you, Dina. And good evening, everyone. Our District Interact Citation Award program is point-based and offers the District Governor Citation as its highest award category. Clubs can also attain the gold, silver, and bronze award. Points are achieved based on Interact activities undertaken on the 4 dominant themes: enhancing membership experience, serving your school, community, or the world, District 7030 community service goals, and Rotary awareness. This citation encourages our clubs to have well-balanced club programs that are focused on Rotary's action plan and priorities, as well as our district-specific goals and objectives. We congratulate all of our awardees here this evening and start off with our bronze winner, who would have achieved 100 to 150 points based on the activities undertaken. We will now look at our bronze winner. Congratulations to Palo Seco Secondary Government School. We're extremely proud of your success because this is their first entry into the program, and we wish them tremendous success in the future. I will now call on Rotarian Yvonne to continue with the rest of homework.
Thank you, Past President Nada, for the introduction to the awards. It's now my pleasure to introduce the Silver Awards. The Silver Awards is rewarded to clubs who have between 150 and 200 points based on their activities they have taken. 6 clubs received the Silver Award. The Silver Award is just an award that each club has demonstrated outstanding performance through various projects and programs. Let's sit together and watch the Silver Awards. Yay, congratulations to all the clubs. I will now ask Rotarian Wahida to introduce the other segment of the awards.
Thank you, Rotarian Yvonne. As we continue, I will give you an overview of the goal citation. A goal citation is given to clubs earning more than 200 points based on their activities and projects undertaken. In the year 2023-2024, 14 Interact clubs will be awarded a goal citation. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Congratulations. I will now invite District Interact Committee Chair Soraya to continue.
Thank you. Thank you, Rotarian Wahida. It gives me great pleasure to now introduce the District Governor Citation, which is the highest award in the Citation Challenge and is attained by clubs that were able to achieve points in excess of 250. This being based, of course, on the projects and activities that these clubs undertook, widening their service impact during the Rotary Year and allowing them as a result to achieve our District Governor Citation Award. Please join me in congratulating the District Governor Citation awardees. Thank you.
That was the last one or no? Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Interact in District 7030 is alive and kicking. Congratulations to all the awardees. Your award certificates would be sent via special delivery to your respective clubs. Rest assured it will be. There will be. What an evening. Maybe too short. I see we still had over 200 persons staying on, so that's a good sign. that, you know, it was so interesting that no one even wanted to get up and leave. So thank you everyone who stayed around. Certainly an exciting evening. We don't want it to come to an end, but unfortunately it has to. Lots of exciting stuff, lots of projects, the diversity of projects, man, it's great. As we bring our conference to close, I want to take the opportunity to express sincere thanks to all the clubs who participated and made this event, you know, I would say a resounding success. As the incoming District Interact Chair, I eagerly look forward to another exciting year, you know, of Interact, filled with lots of projects and even taking Interact beyond our immediate shores. It would be remiss of me if I did not take this opportunity to acknowledge. Yeah, it would be remiss of me if I did not take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank District Interact Committee Chair Soraya for her relentless and dedicated efforts over the last 2 years to elevate Interact within our district. Soraya, a big thank you, not only from the committee, but I think the entire Interact family within the district. Much appreciated. At this time, let me invite DJ Brian to make a few closing remarks as we head towards the end of our conference. DJ Brian? If not sure, is Brian on? Could anyone confirm if DG is on still? Or if not, I'll invite one of our committee members, Meili, to give our vote of thanks and end our conference. Meili?
Hello, how are you doing? Sorry for being late, I was working. But it's a pleasure to see all the interactors acting and being people of action for our community. And thanks to everyone, thanks to the different clubs, the advisor, the schools, and the community members and the district, all the members of the district for this event, and also for this year for the Interact.
That's it. So thanks very much, Meili. So our conference is officially ended. We look forward to seeing all of you and more of you next year. Do reach home safe. Good night, everyone.